Good morning guys and welcome to the channel. So my name's Chris and I'm a full-time eBay reseller, and the video you're about to watch, sorry if you do watch these by the way because this is pretty consistently the same, but every video could be somebody's first video. So the video you're about to watch is sort of a week in a life where basically it's every single thing that has sold through my eBay store this week. So I'm just going to take you through it, show you what it is, tell you the price it sold for, and potentially roughly where I picked it up from or how long it took to sell. Just to give you guys an idea of the sort of things that you should be looking out for to pick up and sell yourselves on eBay if you want to make a little bit of cash on the side or whatever. I'm recording this at the end of my week because I always want to know roughly where I'm at when I do the intro. So it's not a bad week, it's far from my best week, but sort of middle of the month week's difficult. People's, especially the later middle week of the month, people's money's starting to run out from their monthly pay and whatnot, so you know, sales just sort of naturally dip. Not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but watching you'll see guys, you might find something interesting that you yourselves could pick up and sell on in the future, or you might just have it knocking about your house for a little extra cash. Anyway, I'll see you at the end. Right then guys, so we're on Wednesday, so we're doing Tuesday sales. Obviously our week runs Tuesday, so shut the door. Our week runs Tuesday to Tuesday. That's how eBay runs, so that's how my business runs. Got a few to go through today. I think it's like 12 in total that we got to go out the door. So let's take a look at them. First up, we got a Dyson V6 animal vacuum cleaner motor head. Works. That went for 30 quid all in. And we got two more. So that is, I'll actually read it. Messages from a Mermaid, a 44 card deck and guidebook. I think they're like tarot cards or something. I'm not sure. But either way, they went for 13. Promise there are some good ones. And we got a PS3 game, which is Arcania, the complete tale. Comes with its manual, comes with its disc. That went for £9. All these so far were offers. Then we got a Clark's leather handbag. That went for £19.99. That was asking price, came through quite late. Then we got a Netgear. This is like a motherboard sort of thing, I think. Is that the right one? 24 port, yeah. I've seen them in server rooms. They deal with the data and stuff. That's pretty much the extent of my knowledge. But it went for 40 quid and it cost me a fiver, so happy with that. G-Tech one tube for the G-Tech vacuum cleaners. That went for £14.99. Canterbury of New Zealand. They're sort of tracky bottoms. Either way, they bought me in £23. It's doing well on them. Shark vacuum cleaner battery. It's not the most sought after, but nonetheless, £20. Had no idea how to price this. So that's a Samsung sort of pull along corded vacuum cleaner. That went for 40 quid. There is some slight damage. It's got a Pet Plus handle on it, but the handle's missing its battery cover, so that's sort of stayed where it is. Faith Solo knee-high boots. They need a bit of a wipe down, but other than that, they're perfectly fine. They went for £34.99. Panasonic bread maker. That one went for asking at 40. And then the last one is that Sharkmane motor body. That went for £34.99 asking price. So, all in all, not bad for the first day of the week. Now, the problem I've got is it's Kirsty's first day back at work. So I've got to deal with everything by myself. She left me on my own with no adult supervision. Unbelievable. Right then guys, so we are now on Thursday, so we're doing Wednesday's sales, so day 2. So first one that sold, that's a King Cobra number 7 wood club. That went for 30 quid. I have a little assistant here that's trying to get in and out of the fridge. We have no Asus leather jacket, size small, women's. That went for 20 quid. And then the last one, which was pretty good. I'll let you in a sec. Oh, sorry, she's giving me my club back. I've got a Byzel Crosswave Pet Pro. That's a wet vacuum, so like it's got the option to throw water down on and vacuum at the same time. That was up at 100 and offer came for at 80 and I just took it. With that one, I had to do a lot of comparisons to what's actually on the market that accepts returns and guarantees and all that. That's how I came to that price, because the next best selling one at the time was 60 I was like, 60 seems cheap. Let's go higher. And well, see what tomorrow brings anyway. My daughter is scavenging at my pocket. Okay guys, so I'm going to put my phone there. So it's Friday today, so we're doing Thursday sales, and I'm actually doing the majority of Fridays. The time now is 20 to 4, so normally I dispatch everything in the morning, but this morning we went to the warehouse, got a load of stock. So I didn't have time to dispatch stuff, and I've got to still send my stuff from yesterday, because even though I dispatched it, packed it, everything, Royal Mail systems were down, couldn't actually dispatch it. But anyway, you're not here to hear about that, you're here to hear about the sales. So let's start off. Boyzell Floor Steam Mop Cleaner. It's a vac and steam cleaner, and that went for 40 quid. All working, all good. Next up, these are Dulcis boots. They're knee-high leather, you know, the general works, guys. These went for £19 on an offer. Feels like it's been a hot minute since we've done a set of these. There goes a set of golf clubs. Probably one of the cheapest sets I've got in store, but that went on offer at £56.99. We wouldn't normally do this as a whole. Normally we'd separate it, part it, but this one I just thought, let's try them as a whole. I've seen a lot of them selling. Let's give it a go. It only lasted about a week from day of listing, so it's gone quite well. That's a Vax Blade 32V Pro. Doesn't come with its charger. I've had about 4 people ask me about its charger. Its charger was no good, it was broke. So we just listed it without, as sort of a tester. We used to do them as a whole. We went to parts. Parts seems to be doing better. Some of the parts were taking a while to shift, so I thought, especially with the blades. So I went, let's try it as a whole. Like I say, less than a week, £45 without charger as well, which is pretty good for one like that. Speaking of vacuum pieces, that's a Vax Blade 5 Advanced Pet. This is the last piece I had from one of them. Now I got £50 for the main motor body. I think it was £45 for the power nozzle, and then we've scored £20 on that. Well, £19.99. But all in, I paid less than a tenner for it. I think it was like £5.50 in the end we paid. Feel like somebody's eager to get the packing done.
Oh yeah, I'm going to start it while you do the...
That's important to tell everyone what it's all. This is an extra large pet cake. I've got a large dog. She actually classes medium because she's not that heavy. I don't know what sort of dog you're stopping with this. It feels like it would stop a lion. Like, it's huge. Like, you might as well, like, it's this or a door in my mind. But either way, that's brand new. It's just been opened. That went for £25. We got that for a quid from an auction. Actually, £1.20. So these are some Converse All-Stars. I actually picked these up when I first started reselling from a charity shop I used to go in quite a lot. They was like 2 quid in a bin, and I sort of went, you know what, the skulls on it, they're really cool. They should do alright. We had them up at £45 for over a year and they never went anywhere. We ripped them down. So I'm a massive advocate for, if your sales aren't shifting, take your sales down, sell similar, redo the listing, or don't sell similar like I did. I stuck it all in my spare room where I process everything, reprocessed them, relisted them, new price £24.99. Took about 2 to 3 weeks. Obviously that's a massive price reduction, but the market just wasn't there for them. Michael Kors boots. These I let go low. There's a few bits up with done with the badges and whatnot. You can see where they are quite worn. Let these go for £20. I actually had an offer come through. Oh, might have sold something else. We'll have a look in a minute. I actually had an offer come through at £15. They was up for £34.99 and I went, no, I'm gonna counter offer. I went 25. I was like, you can have a tenner off. They carded me the next day at 20 and I just went, you know what, let's get them gone. They've been hanging around. Let's get them gone. So I don't know if anybody that watches this goes to auctions, but you know, you just see something really random come up. This was that for me. 5 quid. It's like, you know what? Let's have a bash. And you know what? Lasted less than a week. And it's gone for £24.99 with a flat tyre, which is all in the listing. Lawn bowls. Drake's Pride. Really good brand to watch out for. That's lasted about 3 days in my store, if that. It is actually a Drake's Pride Crown Green Bowls Thomas Taylor yellow jacket. No idea what that means. I Google image searched it because all the codes and that weren't helping me. And that's what came up. Put it in eBay. Exact one sold. We put it up. 30 quid. Sold. didn't sit for long at all. But Drake's Pride, really good brand to watch out for that. And then last one of the day, Shark Flex Bend pipe again. Again guys, I cannot stress enough, check your model numbers. That went for $34.99. All in, $34.99. I've sold main motor bodies and power nozzles as a set for less than that before. And this is a wand. That's supposed to be the cheapest bit. Flex ones, guys. Keep your eyes open. If you see them, grab them. Check the codes. They're worth it, trust me. Saturday morning, guys. Friday sales. Got just one. Calado. Never heard of it. Cordless vacuum cleaner. No charger, no nothing. It is pretty cool. All these nice little features like extendable. It's got headlights. Dunno. Went for 35 quid because it's not something. I had it up at 50 just because it's complete minus its charger. Offer came through 35. I thought, you know what? Just get it out of the door. It's not a brand I know. Right, guys, we're on Monday morning, which means we're doing Saturday afternoon, all the Sunday, and Monday mornings sales. So we've got a few to get through. Kirsty, we literally just sold one, so Kirsty's getting two because we've got the one we just sold, and it's right next to it, the first thing that we actually sold, which she's bringing down. But anyway, so for stuff we've actually got here, we have an Edgar Seeley, I think that's how you say it. Yeah, fishing rod, 3-piece, cork handle, pretty vintage at this point. But anyway, that went for 30 quid. They're not that, to be fair, don't mind that, they're not that bad to pack. You might recognise these because I sold them before. Set of left-handed golf clubs. They went for 80, they was up at 100. They're not a full set. It's missing a putter, missing a number 4. But yeah, missing those two. Still, got it in, got it out, gone. As I say, don't sleep on your vacuum pieces, guys. That's a Vaxblade 24V power nozzle. Code we're looking at. Numbered code. That went for $24.99 asking price. And then we got a Shark Duo Clean power nozzle. And that went for £30. That was up at $34.99. Not a bad one to watch out for. Another set of golf clubs. These ones are right-handed. They are far from the best. The bag is nowhere near desirable. They are a complete and utter mixed bunch. It is a full set, but either way, went for 50 quid. All these items, I should say, guys, are free postage. I don't tend to charge postage. Shark Duo Clean. Handle, hose, nozzle combination thing. I put them down as handle plus, literally a plus sign hose. No, they sell pretty well normally. This one went for $19.99, and this one, exactly the same, went for $19.99. So yeah, £20 a piece. Bear in mind, if you watch some of my videos, guys, you see me pick up 5 of these vacuums from a warehouse, and I paid £10 a piece. I just made 40 back. Minus postage, minus eBay fees. I'm covering the cost of 2 of the vacuums completely just on that. Then you got a power nozzle there that went for more. Then we got, my lovely assistant is here. Then we got a Shark main motor body. That's an old listing that we have. You can tell by the way it's been cleaned. We've found newer, better ways to clean them. That's gone for 25 all in. And then we got a slightly newer one. We didn't actually know that they were Shark rockets. And that one also went for 25. And probably the best sale of the weekend. Some snow down here. Outdoor exploration walking boots, hiking boots. Now these came to me without laces. They cost me 3 quid from a car boot. I think it's actually on YouTube. So you can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong and you've seen that video or you go and watch that video. But I'm sure these were like 3 to 4 quid. Really good condition. Like they look like they've basically never been used. The only issue, they're size 11, so they have sat for quite a while. But we had to buy brand new laces. So that's all done, all said and done. $44.99, 45 quid on them. Not a bad turnaround. I wish I could do that sort of percents on a lot more. But yeah. Okay guys, so we're on Tuesday morning. So doing Monday sales. Now I did get a couple out yesterday. So I've only got 3 to go through, but not bad. Who'd ever heard of this brand? It's Virtronics. VYT. Tronix. I've picked up one of their vacuums and we sold every single piece of it, including a bin. So I picked up another one a week later, sold the bin already, got a few more bits to list. But I don't sell bins on any other brand. I only do them, like that comes with the main motor body. On this they sell separate. You can sell them separate on things like Sharks, but it's so rare. The sell-through rate's terrible, whereas when they're together it's just more solid as such. Never judge a book by its cover, guys. Always do the research. Tower cordless battery with charger for the Tower vacuums. Yes, I saw there, guys. They're all electrics. 2/3 of them are vacuums. Not bad though. Number $14.99 in the bank. Both $14.99. Sell vacuum pieces all day for that. HP Envy printer, number 4527. It's not the lightest thing, so I'm gonna put it down. But that went for 40 quid. Now I picked up a HP printer the other day, and Envy as well. It's worth about 20. Anybody find that the Envy brand, that the Envys are weird? I've got one up at 120 as well, and that's quite cheap for the printer. But anyway, guys, be back with the numbers in a minute. Right then, guys, so here's the numbers. So at the end of the video I do tell you guys exactly what the numbers are. So our sales turnover this week, oh, I can hear my son kicking off. I'm guessing his mother's on her way. So our sales total turnover, so this is every penny that come in, was £1,245.79. So that's not bad. The cost of that stock was £207.55. Again, guys, if you don't know, if it's your first video, I aim for 5 times. So when I pay £1, I want to see 5. If I pay £5, I want to see 25. That's just how it goes. So those numbers, that means that I am doing better than what I expected to do. My eBay fees, so that's the eBay transaction fees, that came up at £164.16. That's not actually bad. Some stuff is cheaper than others to sell. Like if you sell a car on eBay, you don't pay as much fees as a board game. If you sell books, you don't pay as many fees as a board game. Most of the time, mine's sort of adaptive because of the business that I'm on with it. My delivery fees, which is a total that's gone to Yodel, Royal Mail and Passport, so the only 3 couriers we've used, was £278.14. My ad fee, which is the promotional listing fee, that was £29.27. So that leaves me with a total sort of profit of £566.67. For those of you that don't know, somebody did ask me, well, I never mentioned tax. Tax is quite difficult to work out. Well, for me it is. It's not. It's quite simple. But I have an accountant that does it. So I don't want to put on, as far as I'm concerned, I budget 20%. So if I put my profit on this to, say, £100, I say £20 of that I need to keep in the business to pay my tax at the end of the year. These don't include things like my fuel cost, my tax, my wages, all that sort of stuff. That comes off separately. I just want to show you guys a very, very brief breakdown of, if you want to do this on the side, this is the sort of thing that you could turn over. You know, to achieve that, I've listed 70 items this week and I've gone out and I've spent £300. Out of the £300 I've spent, like, all the sales aren't just from this week, but my sales, I would have only needed to spend to literally buy the items that I bought to sell to make the £1,000. I would have only needed to have spent £207.55, which means that from my £300 a week budget, I would have had roughly £92 left in my pocket, which then would have carried over to the next week. Doesn't always work out like that, doesn't pan out like that. I'm sure most of you adults, you understand that in a week, I'm not selling the exact stuff I've bought. Some of the stuff that I've sold this week, I've had for a really long time. Some of it I haven't had for any time. And also I'm quite far ahead on my listings. But anyway, that's enough of me babbling on, guys, because I'm sure this video will be long. I'll figure that out in editing in about 10 minutes. But if you do like, guys, what you've seen, it would mean the world to me if you could like the video. I don't like asking, but apparently the videos do better if I do. If you like what you're seeing and you want to see more, you want to see us actually out and about grabbing the stock, or you want to just have a nose of what we're doing, you know, we go to auctions, car boots, charity shops, warehouses, all sorts of places, guys. Subscribe and you'll see more. But anyway, hopefully I'll see you on the next one.